I can't hear you. Are you ready?
Yes, lab reports on the vials came back. Some of what was in there hasn't been approved by the FDA, but there aren't any illegal substances. It's great news. Is there anything else you remember about your childhood?
She make it clap, clap, clap.
So that's why you were here to get more.
That's
Well, you're off the hook for that. There's no contract involved.
I know, but we're still looking at the anti-drug and murder charges, which could keep you here for a long time. So what can we do to delay the transfer? You said that you met M.a.d.
Really?
Where was that? In Houston.
How come my USB cord always gone somewhere else?
I knew that she helped us and we trusted her. I was about to. Nice totally. But she convinced you to cross the border and multiple times. She had you risk your life.
Because she must have something to lose too. Like family. We need to know more about her.
Using those bottles. There are some nootropic compounds like M.a.d. There are also some
Ah, real monsters.
using me to cut my head, grab your buttons, B12, B3, hormones.
Damn, cuz is here.
That sounds like so it is.
Marcy, we've got some questions.
Oh my god, it's the dulcet tones of medicine. It's every there to save the day.
I'm trying. Laura's here too.
Why do I keep hitting it? I keep hitting the download.
Much needed hope that I look better
What's
this
going
way.
on?
Yeah, baby. I'm trying to catch up with things. Where's Navy Ramos from?
What the fuck going on?
She was the family just north of Montelos. So that must be where she got the gym school. What's weird is she crosses the border like a lot.
Why?
She works at that clinic in Houston.
What the fuck
She
going
also
on?
works in a low-income health care center. I can't find a release on her, which is double weird. Finishing the weird trifecta, there's a social security number on her double.
Social Security. She's an American citizen.
Yeah, she has dual citizenship. She was born in Houston, and her family had moved back to Mexico. She lives with them, and she works in the U.S.
This changes everything. We need to talk to the consul. We've had a break in the case. The victim was also American. That calls for extradition.
Did I hit start?
The victim having dual citizenship, we now have concurrent jurisdiction. It was my understanding that the official order to extradite SSA Spencer Reed would be evaluated. I understand. Thank you. Taking you to the west.
Oh shit!
We're working on all channels here. Matt Cruz is on the consulate right now. We could get an immediate extradition, but it's just the beginning. It's for the right reason. We do too. Hey, they approved the extradition.
Oh my god. Damn!
I understand. But I can assure you this is not the highest ranks. Full investigation. Thank you for coming.
That's your only one.
I didn't. I determined he was still under the influence. I think he said.
Limited agents. When I worked with the IoT
I gotta find where the fuck this is at. Not while the stream move. How the fuck he go back? Cunt cheese.
Job they did defensively to keep him bottled up. Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Second and 11 at the 41. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Open man Hamler, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So certainly
that shit don't be working, Slim. Damn. That dumbass X shit.
Send out their punter now. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second down, here's Barkley. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
The tackle made.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. They go play action. Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Gonna It's brought in by Washington. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into third and long, had the advantage.
My God, next time, oh my goodness.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. He had a great move, but it'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's
a minute. Need him
We
dead.
talk about this a lot. That a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete.
Catch the ball, Slim.
Shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
About this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown
You come up,
already in
hey.
the first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Flushed out right.
What the
and he's
fuck?
got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he is brought down.
Who the
but not
fuck
before
is? Who left
reaching
this
the
nigga
30.
open?
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
Hey,
So the
Slim.
drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice
Swinging
pass.
out shit. That shit, man. That shit going in the
Give
day.
up a few first downs
It's
on
Mac.
this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Switch. Check 43.
And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Oh, pretty good.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Jameis again. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
It's a gain of
That
2.
might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this defense rallies, and they stop him short on the right
God,
near
that's
24. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line. Made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
All right, we gotta get it going.
The Giants offense at the line,
like that
ready to
nickel
begin
shit.
their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Giants.
They'll run out of the gun with
Where the fuck he come
Kamara.
from?
And this time they were
What the
waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Pepper.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Bengals 10. Giants nothing.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. On play action, it's Kaepernick.
Shit.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for John Ross, 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal
Come
pressure.
on, Slim. You got
Chase
this.
Young.
A little bit faster. Fuck, I ain't putting it on
9
block.
sacks for him.
Fucking
Brandon,
up,
what I
Slim.
remember most about playing with guys who
Not
knew
block
how to
what
rush
I'm
the
doing.
passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
It'll be 37 yards there on
I should have put him on block.
The Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
My bad, Lieutenant. Fucking up.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he'll be taken down.
Stay for it,
Gets
you know.
into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking into 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Hit him hard.
Avery Williamson there to make the stop. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis or even ping pong, you know, back and forth like that. That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On 1st down, Kaepernick.
Oh, shit. Where the fuck he come from?
This time, taken down to the end zone for a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call.
Come on, Slim. They playing games,
punter
bro.
some love.
Them niggas getting in like shit. That's some fucking wild shit there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield.
With my man in. Why he ain't over?
Guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
And at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, Winston. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And Winston lost the football.
Get the fucking... Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Slim?
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty
Bullshit.
occurred.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. 10 yards there, Bengal first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Winston. This is caught, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Touchdown. Quincy Enunwa with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Breathe. Gotta take the game back over.
Extra point try now for Vedvik. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Bengals 19, Giants nothing.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's see how you progress.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less
get
of
the
a
fuck out of here. It's over his head, dog. Come on, man.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
Shit is over his head. This nigga great.
Down to the 47-yard line.
Oh, he dragged that little
You're trying to
Yep, he
get
did it.
points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But
God,
remember,
please, son.
it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points.
Maybe
They just
that
turned it over.
dumbass
Now you
chicken
got to be
bullshit.
careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Following the interception, Winston. And Winston.
Don't fall on it.
And who's got it? The Giants. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
It's 3rd down.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. To throw, Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Intended for John Ross. Incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board for half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Now Jones. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll see
like 0-0.
we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
Man, look at the score.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Give him that.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On second down, Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Oh, come on, man. I hate the fucking ball, Slim.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Oh, God. Should have restarted the game. Should have slowed down. Rushed to get into the game. Caught me off guard. Hold for his head.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Kaepernick now to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross.
How you going to cut it from the
might
lane?
have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Oh, 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, the fumble to turnover. Now they still have the lead. I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On third down, Winston. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this across the midfield, but still winding up short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
Well, this is taken in.
You should not be catching my man, Slim. Come on now.
Down to the 35.
To KJ Hamler.
A big play there for the Giants. 44 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run. This is Kamara. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away.
Came out weak.
Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
touchdown.
Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
So, Mama, help you.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost them 5 yards.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Again, it's Kaepernick. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit.
Giants 11.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
And it's Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard
first.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now. And this is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
51 Too little. Hey, stop. Mike 51. Oh, here we go.
Now Saquon Barkley, and this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Brought down by
now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. They'll be back after this.
The 36-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
On the carry. Nick Kwiatkowski there on the tackle.
No, I didn't say 2 plays.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. First home runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. A first down carry for Barkley. And down to the 36-yard line here.
The ball carrier.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll wind up getting this one
down
inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, he will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll run with Barkley, and he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Kaepernick now on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
Kaepernick's pass.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
A loss of
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
24-yard line.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Steps away to his left.
Man,
And he's taken down.
You know, and they touch him just when I'm throwing that damn ball. I swear, you can't get on shit.
Remember throughout my career here in defensive coach, I always say, guys,
They shut Kamara ass down. Nothing either.
they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Back at the 24-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
It's now 3rd and 15.
Come on.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15.
56, check 56.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And they showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down.
He was taken down.
So the Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this from 39.
That will give the Giants 8 points.
And his kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
That was Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. This is the tight end fan. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else.
How do they keep going out of bounds every fucking pass, yo?
They defended that pretty well. The hope
two
is to go
crucial
ahead and
passes
put it
out
on
of 3.
So they can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Mike Edwards picks it off, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field.
I need that fucking
Let's see about the call.
Again.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Shit.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this is certainly another run. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
There on the tackle.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like
what
a
the
baseball
fuck?
in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
He'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Barkley.
Fucking stop for it.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
18-yard line. A gain of 5 yards. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Some lucky ass shit, Slim. I see you again.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bengals, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I know this isn't great news, but his lawyer is doing everything she can. And she promised to give us updates. Right now, all we can do is put our faith in the justice system and follow Garcia's chart and work the case with Jessica.
Oh yeah, the case. The files. These with a heavy heart, I am telling you, in Philadelphia, a king's brotherly love is soaring lately because last night 2 people had acid thrown in their faces, 2 separate attacks.
That cunt called me off guard fucking around. It's all good though. Hey! He just left. He's stuck. You ain't come and help his ass.
I didn't even see him. He's drinking flyers.
Harley Maxine.
He was attacked right outside of the
Son is still hospitalized.
You ain't got to win the damn match for him.
No, the surveillance camera captured the attack on whole chaos.
Stick around to see the damage.
Garcia, would you
Okay,
mind
I'll leave
backing
it
up and
before.
freezing on the outside?
Go take a shower.
We're saying he, but it's hard to tell if the outside is male or female.
could be the one. But man, it's like
So these coordinated blitz attacks by multiple unsubs, so we have
Either way, we could do the via spray in the making. Wheels up and 20. Guys, hold on. I know it's gonna be hard not to think about being in prison, but we'll get through this. More importantly, Reed will too.
That damn cunt monkey. Cunt monkey. I'm sitting here fucking with this damn Discord crap. Next thing I know, I hit this the send button. The send button goes to the game. Then this nigga already on it. I swear I never hit start game. That shit started on its own. So the whole time I'm like, what the hell?
You hear your names, find the bad. Archer.
Motherfucker started, basically started without. About to sentence this nigga. I don't know what he on.
No, I think there's been some sort of mistake. We're supposed to protect the rest of it.
There's been no mistake. This is exactly where we belong. We recognize that we deserve it. Rather than some old white name.
Alright, send messages, personalize your server with an icon.
Strong men who are truly role models, don't need to put down women to make themselves feel powerful. Michelle Obama.
Picking from the surveillance view, Colt Davis moved to Philadelphia last year to attend medical
Okay, so what's going on with this joint? Say stream mode.
and social media.
Simon Wells was at M.a.d. and Harley Maxine. She worked as a trainee
This bitch got Saquon too. How both Bengals squads got Saquon? What in the entire Saquon doo-doo fuck? That shit still ain't doing anything done. Let's get back to the game. Next game real quick.
These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hey, hey.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. A gain of 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Who the fuck was going with Saquon?
They think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. They'll find Miller, that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, big nigga.
Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Still mad about that last fucking game.
That terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
56.
Here's Burrow.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm done, Sim. I'm fucking done. Hey, Young.
Scotty Miller, his 6th touchdown
I
of the
swear,
season.
Slim. Come
And
here,
the
hey.
Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve
I swear, that's
throughout
some
the year.
bullshit
We've
this,
seen
son.
him settle
That
in now.
was
You can see the confidence the
bullshit
team is growing.
dead.
His
See, my
confidence
man
is
did
growing.
not
I think
punish that
everyone
line.
around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara.
I didn't know
This
what
one
hit
goes
was Smith
nowhere.
doing.
Losing yardage back at the
Why
22.
you even on the field?
A loss of a full 3 yards.
Smith,
and
why you
now
on the
2nd
field?
down.
What is your job? Huh, cut? Somebody get cut. Yeah.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down.
New York.
Running with Kamara.
Come on, man.
And
Hey,
he'll be
Young.
brought down at about the 43 that time.
Kelly.
Jordan Jenkins there on the
Kelly
tackle.
was about to get out this
Yeah,
game.
things were pretty stacked up
Christ.
here in the middle of the line.
Let him listen to Simon
A lot of
like
bodies,
that
not
with a
much
wide
space.
fucking open
I
hole.
think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
His ass will be cut.
On the ground, Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the line for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jerry muscles his way in for the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball.
I don't get no ball, Slim.
So
Don't hit like that, no ball,
possession
hurt.
goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Done.
Everyone, men and women, for having sex. He was a
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. This is Barkley.
That's bullshit, Slim. I want you to know damn shit.
Hey, that time by Bryce Callahan.
Brought down by Bryce
I
Callahan.
mean, the railroad answer, you gotta wait.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Giants' 45-yard line.
That's some bullshit.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Giants nothing. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Bernard Drake McKinney.
They gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Check 52. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Could have gone with a ground game there. Opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled on the line of scrimmage.
And brings up 4th down. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. He's got him in, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Newton on 3rd down.
Circle gets the square.
By Uzama, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They run. It's Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Really?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They're feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up on the line.
Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Flushed out right. He may try and run from the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time with the scramble, and now 4th down. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover.
On the whole side.
It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they can't bring him down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A gain of 7.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. Back to the ground. It's Camara. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
A 10th carry for Camara.
Come on now, bullshit.
Fumbled it, and the Bengals grab it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Here's Newton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. The shotgun snap for Newton. Buying time to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 5, 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Camara.
Come on, man, get out of here with that shit.
Down after a gain of 3, leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He was brought down by Avery.
There's Camara trying to run for it. He didn't get the touchdown.
Are you
but he
fucking
did
kidding
get the
me?
First down as he's tackled.
I'm done, yo.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Hey, that is some straight up bullshit, son.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Hey, time to fuck out shit.
Oh, the Bengals look like they got it back.
Can't time out this shit. That's some straight whole shit right there, son. Now that's some, it say cheating shit, that's some cheating shit right here, the onside shit. Like that and
ready
that.
to go here on their next drive. They built a good first half lead, now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire
no more
halftime
yards
just
right
working
here.
with them
Oh my
on,
God, Joe.
here's what we
What
think
the
they're
fuck
gonna
is
do
that?
to attack us in the
Hold
second
on,
half.
stuff out of the bounds, no touchdown. 1 yard, can't get in. Get the fuck out of here.
Change-ups. We're going to see them
Shit.
kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow.
Jump up for the fucking ball, man.
Take it in one-handed. What a catch.
They playing with me,
All
see.
the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Y'all need
The
to
catch and
go.
run, good for 24 yards. But we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part
That's
of their repertoire.
bullshit
It's
right
a big
there,
number
bro.
four. It'll bring up
I
second
swear
down.
for
In the
Chris.
first half, he was held in
Run out of
check on the
time.
ground, but despite
Run
the
out of
lack
time.
production, they still
2,
have the lead.
1 out of bounds.
Fortunate
Last
about
couple
that.
on,
If they can actually
son.
get production from their lead horse,
Lucky
that
as
would help
shit.
open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hurry the fuck up, you true clock asshole. Let me get scared.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4
You
for
get the
first
field goal,
on the
man.
play.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall
Onside
right around the line of
bullshit.
scrimmage. It's 4th down. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's
told you
good.
to get the field right now.
That'll
Watch
push
this
the
thing
lead
down.
up to 13-0.
Let him stay
So
there.
put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And this complete to Henry over the middle.
Burrow's pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough. And it's it's 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
Kenyon Drake on the return.
Break that one, dog. You break that one. You break that one.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the gun, here's Newton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice...
Now, loose football.
Oh, my God,
comes
he's
out, and the
sick.
Bengals grab it.
Hey,
It's costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept at jumping free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it.
I know what I need over here. I need tight end.
No matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Kenny Galladay.
We always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Touchdown, Bengals.
He right there.
Galladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage.
That shit crazy. This whole game crazy.
And that PAT pushes the
Lord.
to 23 now.
The score, Bengals 23, Giants nothing. Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're excited.
What? Nigga, push the fuck off.
My goodness. picked up by
Man,
Maddox.
All right, work with me, partner. This is the classic understatement.
Yeah.
Their execution has been very poor.
That
The
nigga-
last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble.
30-yard run.
Winning
Get the
football.
fuck out of here.
We're not seeing it right now.
They trying to show it fast. He ain't put that nigga put smack on, man. How the fuck they get fast in the number C, man? You don't understand this.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
56 the muck, boy. 56. Check 56. Watch one. Go straight. Watch twins. Watch the safety crew.
What the fuck?
They'll start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley.
You see that shit? And I left him over there, too. Wide open receiver, no one over there.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of
Nigga playing
scouting
with shoe
prior
clock
to the
on,
game,
sucker ass
then reading,
MC.
reacting, and taking the
You
right
got
path
away
to
with
the
some
ball
wild
carrier.
shit.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Tackled by Ndamukong Suh. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Bengals on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the
Pick that off,
pick.
that
And his guys will
boy.
set up shop at midfield at the
Hell with
50-yard
Matt
line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara, and that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
He had a cover full. Drop in over there. He ain't gonna stand.
Out of the gun, Newton. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, yeah,
Of 18 there,
that's
the
him that
Giants have a
did
1st
comment.
down.
I'm not Antoine. Antoine's the one that commented. That was you asked. Did he just snap the fucking ball?
From the gun, Newton.
Why is he running like that? Come on now. 3 people get over there. He left wide open. 3 people get over there.
For Demir Bird.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
He did it again.
2nd and 10.
Cam could not
Newton
fire the
again.
ball off fast enough.
Being Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Bengals have recovered it.
I'm done.
Partner, I think it's
I don't want no
safe to say
fucking
that
Cam
this
Newton
game
ever
is
again in
extremely
life, yo.
frustrating. Here we
He can't even throw the fucking ball away.
And that last play,
Damn.
that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic. And that's
Never
why they're
again
still
with
being
Cam
shut
fucking
out.
Newton, yo. Throw the ball away. He can't even throw the ball
Bengals
fast.
drive
What the
about
fuck
to
you
get
doing
going,
holding the ball?
and they
Throw
have
the
to be
bitch.
feeling pretty good. Comfortable
Right.
4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble
Won't
recovery.
BJ. Jump, bitch.
Now the first play of the drive
Fuck is you
there is
doing?
incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40, and he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 19-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
When you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling.
He didn't know he caught the shit.
They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. 5-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. The open left side is Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. And the lead
Makes the score Bengals 30. Giants nothing.
Downfield and fuck up.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Downfield and fuck
after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
But I got security included.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They said get out the way.
Pass
this nigga said no.
From the 25.
Oh, he asked him, was you playing?
To throw again. Newton.
He gets
seeing nowhere to throw. He chucks this one away from him. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton.
What? Fucking playing patty cake with the ball?
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Nigga said I wouldn't be losing. I mean, you do got a few losses. You know, stay humble. Fucking Nigerians.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Fuck.
They snap it to Newton. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To the air again, Newton.
What the? First of all, why he stopped running? God damn, Slim. I want him to keep going up. Shit.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Hey.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Slayton.
He won't even move.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Do something special.
I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Free.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. Forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
3rd down.
3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a
he can
dime set
play
here
good with
defensively.
he can put that cornerback in the middle of the field. Like he just did right there. Cam, if you don't throw this ball fast, okay.
From the gun, Newton. Man open, it's good one. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soaking hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by M.a.d. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Newton's pass intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
That thing was 6 yards
The
short.
Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
Really? Really?
He's got it. Out on the
He
left
could have made a whole
side.
play on it. He's going to the whole fucking
Just
game.
shy of the 45. A good pick
That's
up there,
great.
21 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Today,
That shit was
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down
In
and feel
that
pretty